welcome back, guys. So today we're gonna do some snow clearing. I did want to adjust my snowblower shoes just before going out today. I posted a short a while back kind of talking about how I didn't like how the snowblower didn't scrape the snow that well, and a couple guys were saying to adjust these shoes, which I'm not sure why I didn't think of that sooner, but here we are. So I'm putting them down to the lowest position to try to get the snowblower as close to the pavement as possible. After doing this, it did work. It definitely did get the snow off of the pavement a little bit better, or closer I should say. However, I don't know that I'll keep it this way, just because once I got into some gravel, the snowblower started picking it up. With the shoes where they were, I could go right over a gravel driveway and not have any issues at all. So anyways, check out the video and let me know what you think. Alright guys, here we go. Let's go snow blow some driveways. There you go. Probably can see a little bit better now. Alright, so as you can tell, we got some snow. Not much, but been a little while since I've been out. Alright, so here you can see why having one of those remote actuators up on the chute would be real nice. Just because I'm sending that snow so high right now that it's getting up into those trees and knocking some branches around. A little bit more than what I would like. I'm sure it's not going to kill the trees, but I would like to be able to move that chute, angle it straight down if possible, whenever I need to. So on these tighter driveways, I can just dump the snow right off to the side as opposed to setting it 30 feet up in the air. Pretty well plowed in. Not for long though. I'll start with the front. See if we can make it underneath those mailboxes. Yep, there we go. Driveway ends where the plowed us in is always the hardest part of the tractor. You can tell it
one, I always start with the entrance, get it all cleaned up, and then I'll go down the long stretch. Put it back in that float mode, cut in my angles. I'm sure some of you guys will have some comments about how I'm not doing this right. But whatever. This is where one of those actuators on the chute would be nice, because then I can get this snow going further out just from sitting here as opposed to getting off the tractor.
So right there I said put it back into the float mode for the tractor. And what happens is you take the joystick and push it all the way forward, and you'll feel it click into this little detent. And what that does is relieve all the pressure, hydraulic pressure on that snowblower, and allows it to essentially float across the ground. There's no pressure from hydraulics pushing the tractor up in the front end or holding the snowblower up off of the ground. It's just free floating. The weight of the snowblower itself is digging into the snow that way.
That chute. Second pass at the same line. Now we're in float mode, so it should sit down as far as it can. Alright, so this one's a little bit trickier. It's awfully windy. Not enough snow really to keep this thing loaded up.
Alright, so this is where a snowblower has its downfalls. When I said keeping the snowblower loaded up, what I'm essentially saying is there's not enough snow in the box to simply just get thrown away. Once you only have like an inch or two, you're not going to have enough snow to load up a box that size.
See if we can't go right over the truck.
You can see there how it doesn't really want to go up and over the truck that well because there's simply just not enough snow for it. right, so there you have it, guys. A quick video of just going around snowblowing all the driveways that I handle here in the neighborhood. We've got it all thawing out inside the garage, making a nice ice mess right outside of my door. One of these days we'll throw a drain in here, but not in the cards just yet. I'll just deal with the problem, I suppose. So real quick, I did want to highlight a couple things. When I was talking about the remote actuator, and what it is it's a little cylinder essentially that goes right here on the chute, and that way you can move this back and forth from the tractor itself. That way you don't have to hop off and manually move it. You can just move it with the push of a button. I know, seems kind of silly. Doesn't seem like it's necessary, but it would make my life much easier. I also wanted to show you guys how the float position works. So you have your joystick, you can go back, forth, left, right, no problem. But if you just go to the end right there, go forward, and then push it just a touch more, now I'm in that float position. So whatever hydraulic function is hooked up to this will be floating on the ground essentially. It works really nice for the loader as well as for the snowblower. Yeah, that's really the only way that I snowblow, or honestly even with the loader I use that float mode a lot too whenever I'm back dragging anything. If you did watch the previous video, you probably saw the back blade on the back of this thing. I didn't really want to take it off, but some of these driveways are pretty tight and it makes it difficult to get in and out with the back blade on the back of this thing. So I threw this hitch on here just so I can move my trailers around in the driveway and then snowblow underneath them without even getting off the tractor. It makes it pretty easy. So yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I've got a couple more videos coming up, especially of this old 140 that we picked up. Some lady was trying to get rid of it and she was going to throw it away. And I couldn't let that happen. We're close. We're very close to getting this thing fired up, but a video's coming out on that pretty soon. This one's been fun to work on, fun to tinker with, but got parts coming in today for that. So yeah, if you guys like the video, give me a like, maybe a comment. If you wouldn't mind, subscribe, that'd be awesome. I got more videos coming out once a week, and I post shorts daily. So catch you next time. Thanks.